1978, I moved to New York City to make it as an actor. For the next 29 years, I worked as a waiter. I always worked in a very casual restaurant, which suited me. I could never work upscale, fine dining, where you have to be with it. See, you have to know things. I know 2 things about wine. We have it or we don't. I had a customer once, he said to me, "What's the difference between the Cabernet and the Côte du Rhône?" I said, $1. I remember one time I was waiting on 40 people. You know what it's like to wait on 40 people? First of all, you're afraid to ask if somebody needs something. Somebody does. I mean, literally, after a while, this is how I'm walking up to the table. Is everything all right? Good. I walked by the table once. A guy yelled out, "Waiter." I wasn't in the mood. I'll show you what I did. Sir, when I walk by, you just yell out, "Waiter," okay? Like you need something. Watch this.
Waiter.
Customer. I'm at work one day, all right? Right? A guy walks in, starts flagging me down, like this, as he's being led to the table. So I walk over. He says to me, "I'm in a hurry." I said, "So go." Being a waiter for a long time is very humbling, but I could live with myself if I didn't have a family, because that's where the pressure comes from. You know what it's like when you're not successful and your mother tells you about somebody who is? Did you know that Jack's son just sold his business for $90 million? See, I didn't know that. But I'm glad she told me, because otherwise I wouldn't feel like shit. I'm available. If I had to sum up my love life so far on a scale of 1 to 10, I would give it a 2. Want to know what bumps it up to a 2? So do I. So many women over the years that I've wanted to approach. I didn't. Why? I just assumed they would say no. I once asked a woman out and she said yes. I said to her, "Maybe you didn't hear the question." So now my mother lives here in Florida. I'm visiting, sitting in the living room watching television. She's in her room reading. This drifted in from the other room. "Brad, Jane Bendel's son, Mark, just got a hair transplant. She says it looks tremendous. You can't even tell. Whatever it costs, $2,000, $2,500, I'd be more than happy to pay for it." Oh, I would love a full head of hair. You have no idea. But I want to grow it. I don't want it appearing out of the blue. I don't think hair is something that should prompt the question, "Where'd you get it?" I love my mother, but she has been an endless source of material. In fact, I told her that. She says to me, "What are you going to do when I'm gone?" I said, "I'm going to sell your house." My doctor tells me that my cholesterol is much too high. That is because I eat glazed donuts for breakfast. I eat a pint of ice cream at least 4 nights a week. If I didn't exercise as much as I do, I would be huge. And I exercise not so much because I love to exercise. I exercise because I don't want to look the way I feel. So my doctor says to me, he says, you don't have to give up the ice cream. Eat it every once in a while. I don't want to eat it every once in a while. It doesn't appeal to me every once in a while. It appeals to me all the time. If I want something every once in a while, I'll eat fruit. I can eat fruit once a month. I have no problem holding out. 22 years since I've had a craving for an apple. What is there, I ask you, to satisfy my need for comfort that is good for you? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And don't tell me there is. Don't give me this. Oh, try Molly's non-fat frozen vanilla ice cream substitute. It's delicious. It's delicious if you compare it to hay. One man on a relatively bare stage telling it the way he sees it. Somebody once suggested to me to shake things up that I show slides. Can you imagine? That's me bringing a customer veal piccata.